Hi folks, so we are going to watch Thrones game. This is Friendly Open, season 17 I believe, the final of the whole season. So for this one we had a nice new system where we had 8 events and we had exactly 8 different winners, and all of them then qualified for a cut at the end of the season. Straight knockout tournament, and we have 2 guys left standing. So it's Derek against Superduck, and they are playing, let's see, so Drowned God, Greyjoy Wars on one side, and we have Lannister, House of the Red Door with Bowels as the location. So Shadow deck against Drowned God, and that could be very interesting, because we have on one side passive power. If you have Tarl in play, you can marshal from the dead pile the characters that are aggroed a bit by shadows, get a lot of power with disciples and win quickly. But on the other hand, I mean, shadows is not like it doesn't aggro from the start, it doesn't hit you with high military claim or anything like that, but it will play the resets. It will have maybe the 4-cost varies to deal with characters that have power. It will have random Cat's Paw, Roose Bolton and stuff like that usually. Now this is mono Lannister, so some of the tricks that for instance we saw in Rios's deck are not here. So what you have to play around, so Cat's Paw you can't really play around, but you have Drowned God Fanatics in Drowned God. The kill effects, Robert Strong kills anything that kneels, so to keep Tarle safe or any character that's going to gain power on himself, you have to keep it out of challenges, I guess. And Mendon Moore, who if he gets too many triggers and you're running out of cards, he will get you. But if he's just triggering in marshalling, and then okay, your Drowned Prophet goes to the dead pile and marshal back, then that's not too bad. And we have Aaron here, who is card draw. So I don't know how this one goes. Don't know how many removal effects and how quickly mono Lannister can do it with shadows. If it was Kingdom of Shadows, although to be fair, you're not really importing that many annoying out of action cards from that, are you? If you play Kingdom of Shadows in other factions, you're importing some landy removal. That's more the way it goes usually. Pinch at random. Okay, pinch was a way to get rid of cards, but it's difficult to pinch on intrigue and power against Drowned God. Although with tunnels you can, I think. Also Lanny Shadows, who has slow starts, is not gonna suffer unopposed military here. Can play without a board a little bit, because the Drowned God power gain is not tied to doing the challenges as much as it is coming out of the dead pile. Okay, so Kajal goes on Aaron, and we have the Proselyte coming in, and the Drowned Prophet found Acolyte, did not find the Drowned God Fanatic. Which, to be fair, is better if it's in hand and then you have Naga's Ribs in play. That works really well. And Superduck's board in this opening round is just location, so set up the icon really nicely. Has the red keep for a key cancel here and there if he needs it, so cancelling something like Fanatic that's trying to stop a kill effect or something like that. Could even have red keep in the plot phase with the new ship that lets you keep some gold going to the plot phase. Now let's see. Is it going to be an econ plot for Superduck, or will he start with his first snow and stuff like that? I don't know the deck exactly. I mean, players had to commit and play the same deck in every round, but I didn't watch enough to know exactly what's in the decks. And Derek plays Brand the Builder. If he's allowed to do free challenges here, he will grab his Naga's Ribs and maybe Old Week and stuff like that. 4-cost Hound. Yeah, no knights to remove here. Here we go. Can calculate a little bit if he is going to end around our reserve. This is a very expendable reducer there anyway. If he loops too many times, you will eventually run into problems. Although if any deck can absorb that, I mean, it's Drowned God. Oh, and a dupe, okay. Now we're looking at a different worry potentially. Could play Morgulis or the Stranger. Okay, so top Drowned God character, right? That would be at this point Drowned Prophet. No Disciples or Acolytes, but there is an Acolyte. Acolyte's pretty useful, I think, in this one. Gets the power on the faction card. The Drowned Disciples, I mean, you need them kind of to win in this deck, but also power on characters, I mean, I don't know. I don't know exactly how much removal there will be. If you can stick it on Aaron and have Reason in hand, can you close before gets removed in different ways? Superduck's not looping anything with bowels, there's no tunnels coming in and out or anything like that, so it's not drawing as much. He will need to bring stuff out if he doesn't want to concede too much. But there's another unopposed power. Okay, nothing on the faction card, but it's a Brand the Builder trigger. Didn't trigger Oldwick. I put one character in. Thought he might put two because one can still be removed fairly easily. Takes Econ for the plot. He's not gonna put Aaron in the challenge now. Is it enough to win? Grab Naga's ribs, that's the one that's missing. Now does Superduck try to win on defense or just oppose with Mandon? Does have 6 gold left over. Ah, okay. It's gonna spend it on a not so impactful character here though. And Aaron draws from that. Unless you have nothing to do with that red keep here. There are no other triggers to cancel, so cancels Aaron's draw. And will defend this one, so it's just a sea tower in hand then from the plot. And not over reserve the way I speculated when Mandon triggered. Aaron's just about bigger than Robert Strong. Well, with that reducer in play, it's going to be 9-8, so that's another useful power. 6 in 2 rounds. Can he keep it going though before shadows start blocking absolutely everything you're trying to do? And the other card was Regent's Guard here. Which means Robert Strong goes back to hand, will be marshaled into shadows again and stop characters going to challenges. I mean, Aaron with his 8 strength can't realistically go into any challenge unless you have saves and cancels, and you need to get that past the red keep also. Hello.
Hello.
So, what do you think about this game? Is the Shadows going to have enough? I mean, it has the Shadows, I mean Drowned God, before everything gets removed. It has power icons on everything, which is kind of the counter to the Shadow decks usually. Just win power here and there. And has a save for Aaron.
Yeah, I mean, if you can remove the one guy that gets all the power, it should be fine, but
6 on the faction card though, and 2 more for Winter Festival, so a lot is on the faction card.
yeah. But there is a Robert Strong now still in rotation.
Has to spend 2 to get him into shadows, then you have 6 left, which is enough for Robert and 1 red keep, but then you're not doing anything else. Oh, and there's a gold road. I think we'll see
So
some
the
stuff
next,
come out and Bowles trigger a bit. And
not entirely urgent to play this round, right?
no, but I'm just thinking if you want to maintain the threat of Robert's triggering. Yeah, okay. So with Gold Road there is the Robert threat. And then Bowers can get red keep gold if you need it. Now here's the key moment of the game, I think. If stuff is... okay, that's very decent now. That's going to get Chads out of the dead pile. Chads that can go freely into a challenge without worrying.
Not on the intrigue though.
Is there any danger? Okay, Superduck's not gonna do a challenge. Doesn't want the power on the faction card. I was just thinking he could,
Yeah.
in theory, have tricks, right? Have a poisoned coin, which you don't play around and then it ruins your game. Or try to pinch something.
One pinch is in the discard pile, so I don't know how many there are around.
Still doesn't bother with Old Week. Would put Acolyte into play. Okay, then you need to remove 2 if you want to visit the challenge. But Superduck doesn't have anything to block it. And up to 11
Yeah, and
now.
if there's Feast for Crows, I guess.
Yeah. Into something like trade routes though, we would struggle to win dominance without Naga's ribs. Cersei comes out, so as to not waste gold. Didn't do it in challenges. Now any tricks here? Against gold. What's the gold for? Okay. Not sure about that one. I mean, at worst it's gonna get a rose route, yeah, which is quite useful now. Now, does he have another reset? Would be weird to bring Cersei out if he's gonna play Stranger, but he could play for Snow. Then you kind of need to play Cast Me Forth into that.
To play the Harris, but doesn't do much right now.
Okay. So that kills the Acolyte. There's no red keep in the plot phase. So up to 12. Well, actually, he can now do trade routes first. But that spends the red
Yeah,
keep.
but do you really want to cancel that?
I think, I mean, it's 11 power. Power is gain is kind of the thing you want to cancel the most, I think.
Yeah, but there's gonna be stuff like fanatics going around at some point.
Could have done
He
with
used the prophet.
Guildhall.
He killed the prophet anyway. Wants to get disciple, which is probably more important anyway, so makes sense, right?
Okay, got the Fanatic. But there's no power gain from coming out of the dead pile at the moment. Play the war plot, by the way, so there's no power to steal and has not been any power to steal all game.
It's
Playing
still an
a
11.
plot with price would have helped. Second hound gone. Not the best in the matchup.
Is it 2 copies of this one? Oh, okay. Oof, is pinch coming in. Can he do pinch? Yes. Right? Yes.
He can do pinch, yes.
Another fanatic.
How about cancelling that?
It's getting cancelled.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
really wants to do this.
Wait, so what happened? There was another fanatic.
Second Fanatic, yes, and one is in the dead pile, so all are in. All have
But
been revealed.
how does that work? Shouldn't if you cancel fanatic, you can't cancel again K1, or
Well,
can you?
he cancelled Kevin with Fnatic, Redkeep cancelled the Fnatic, so that was one Fnatic gone. And then he had a second Fnatic to cancel Kevin. There's no limit on the interrupt. So you have two, you can cancel twice.
Hmm.
The only problem is he's put
You
them in
can't,
the discard pile now, which is unfortunate.
but you can't cancel. I mean, there's one in a death pile. That's all you need, I think. But it doesn't work like that with begging brother, does it?
No, single Bagging Brother can trigger once.
Why?
Well, because it has a triggering condition. After something initiates, you can
Ah,
cancel it.
okay.
So you can do that one time, and if it's cancelled, it's cancelled. But if you have two Bagging Brothers, you can cancel with both if
Yeah.
one gets cancelled.
Okay.
That's kind of the situation we had here. Now, did it save the game? There is tunnels, so would have pinched pretty easily on Intrigue, I think. Although I don't know, there will be probably Priest coming in, but it's not enough strength, especially if you want to actually put the 2/5 costers in the challenge with
I
Robert
mean,
Strong there.
is that true though? Because look at I mean, there's gonna be a lot of characters here, and there's only 2 shadow cards at the moment. With when tunnels trigger, so just +2 on everything. And then nearly her board. So I don't know if at the moment, like, it is the most,
Yeah, and it's not
you
like
know.
you're removing a ton of power
Yeah.
with pinching one.
think the problem is that there's so much power on the faction card at the moment. And that's without Feast for Crows.
Ooh. Hand's Judgment cancels the draw. And the Prophet went to that pile, not the Acolyte, so Acolyte's still in play. You can marshal the other one, I think he will, before this marshing phase is over. Have two in play, presumably a second Wildfire available.
Also, Superduck has now two cancels. So it cancels a lot of the power gain, I suppose.
Look at the cards that Superduck has. He has one card in Shadows, which we think is Robert Strong, two in hand. It's not like he's marshaled 10 cards and is gonna turn it around now. He's struggling for cards here. I think we're gonna see another pass. They keep coming.
Yeah, I mean, a slight problem now is that oh, he has a shadow card, so he probably has an easy way to kill him. I mean, there's also not um maybe like assuming he passes this round, right? Um, there might not be that much time to turn this game around because okay, let's assume there's also um the Feast for Crows trigger.
I mean, if he
Actually,
has Feast for Crows now with Naga's Ribs, that's gonna be close to game over. There's not gonna be another trade routes probably played, right, to have a 16 gold.
I mean, there's probably some loan or something like that.
Yeah, but it's not
But
beating. It's not beating Naga's Ribs, I think.
yeah, I don't think so. And it's also gonna be a big gap to fill. And this is not like a Kingdom of Shadows where you can do two challenges with Knight of Flowers, get renown power, like speed up a little bit.
Yeah, puts that Acolyte to defend. Knows that Acolyte's difficult to kill. He can bring out Guildhall, gain gold, and still have Robert Strong gold. He might now trigger. He might now trigger Robert Strong on whatever's attacking in the power challenge back, right?
Maybe. Maybe he just defends.
Didn't trigger the Lion Gate when he had two cards in Shadows. Has so
I mean,
much
he can
econ.
use it with another one in Shadow, right? I mean,
Yeah, I think he might want to do that before the phase is over. I think Drown God Fanatic attacks military, right? No claim soak, so forces Mandon to kneel on that one, or Robert Strong to come out in a useless way, which won't happen. He goes power first. Just the Chud. Ah, and now it's this, of course. Yeah, now it makes it difficult.
but you can just kill the one that came in, maybe.
Now you have to invest, yeah. Well, the one that came in is going to the bottom if you can win this on defense. So if you kill the priest instead, let's see what he chose. Priest,
Yeah.
and then Cersei can defend.
But now you're also not drawing, right?
Yeah.
I think it was a mistake to not trigger first the bowers, not the tunnels, just because you get also extra strength.
What's happening now? Guildhall goes to Shadows to cancel Aaron's draw. But
You can win intrigue and draw a card.
they can go into the intrigue pretty safely now, right?
Yeah.
Unless there's the Iron Bank will have its due and some magical card that comes in from hand rather than shadows. I don't see that happening. Probably obsessing a little bit over what can happen here. I don't think anything can happen.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay, not gonna bother with military. It doesn't matter for dominance. Bowers Naga's Rips is big enough regardless. And this is still not enough, right? But he does get the gate now, okay. So passing would have stopped Superduck drawing, but then you don't get the Aaron card, which I think you
that's
need.
a really very good discard.
I wonder if he got it now. Well, actually, he could have waited for Intrigue to resolve before triggering gate if he thought the cards in hand were not that good, so might have had that initially.
I mean, the problem, I guess, is that the second there's a disciple, I think he can just win before there's counterplay. Can he not?
Yeah, if there is a disciple. Plays lone. I wonder if he knows whether there's first snow in Superduck's deck or not.
Does he not have Fist for Crows in the deck?
Might not have. He goes first this time. So he thinks he can, before there's gold gained, he can do stuff. Let's see if that's true.
I mean, potentially he can win the game. Can he? Maybe. It depends on how many cadres he has and how many, you know,
Darla is here to
actions.
stay unless there is a march to the wall. If he marches a disciple, I think it's game over. Okay, he might want to kill this guy to try to draw more. Any luck? Draws 3 from that
No.
because Aaron also draws.
Mm.
Oof, okay. I mean, dupes are not the worst thing, but you need also to go a bit wider.
I mean, mostly you need to get the disciple, right? It's really unfortunate he didn't have not a single one still.
Just marshal stuff from hand rather than from the dead pile. I mean, Cersei can get stuff that's in hand. But then
Yeah, but it
to
goes
that
to the
pile
death
anyway.
pile
Yeah.
anyway.
Killed the prophets each time with the event and with Fanatic. Hasn't gained any power yet with Acolytes. I think there will be Guild Hall now in play through the plot phase next time.
Yeah, but if this round you had Fist for Crows, I think you can just win for sure.
Yeah. I mean, there is 10 plots. Can't put everything in, but Fist for Crows I think is a good one to put in. And I think Cast Me Forth is
Oh,
non-negotiable for
another
me.
Varys. Where did he come from? There's two of them, okay.
Takes the dupe. Aaron just has the 1 power on him though. How are we doing now with the clever feints and stuff like that?
Sure, there's some.
Is there a second kill effect in the plot phase though? That's what I'm wondering, because the only other one really is the stranger.
Why specifically in the plot phase?
I think that's the next opportunity, unless, well, Varys can go back into shadows, I guess.
Or Robert Strong also, right? If he
Yeah,
goes
but
into the challenge.
Aaron's not gonna need now too many shots. Just initiate all the challenges without kneeling the key characters here, I think. By the way, we have this guy now also, the Apostle. So he will trigger in dominance, but it's all needed that one
I mean,
disciple to be in play.
yeah. I
He
don't
can
even think it's worth triggering him in the dominance
he
phase.
can stick a third acolyte into play though. If you're on 12 and there's no cancel available, you can wildfire into a win.
Who has a second wildfire?
I would have a
Not
second
sure.
wildfire, I think.
I also think that at this speed that the game's going at the moment, I almost feel like there's not gonna be time to make a comeback.
No cards in hand if stuff dies. The problem is you can't count on Derek's Morgulis because that's 5 plots away.
I mean,
Unless
also right now,
it
it's
wins
not
the game.
helping you.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's a way to clear the entire board and then you go quickly, right? You just
Yeah, but
doing
okay, you
challenges.
clear the whole board, but Tireless Station just, I mean, you say, okay, um, no hand, but there's gonna be that pile full of characters.
Doesn't trigger Naga's ribs on.
You mean Great Week or Old Week?
No, Naga's ribs on the guy that was discarded from hand. Interesting.
Why not Old Week?
I don't know, he's under triggering it a little bit, but maybe on purpose wants to keep that huge dead pile to make use of it.
I mean, technically, okay, yeah, Cersei can get them from hand. So in that sense it makes, but you want to get Wandering Disciple, for example, right? You would prefer to have it in hand than in the dead pile.
Mm.
And then if Cersei gets it, you can still put it back. You just had more strength in the challenge.
Now, any removal here kind of needs this power challenge.
Yeah, the problem is if you do remove, then that's kind of wasted. Wasted on not great characters, right?
Okay, next question. Is there a pinch in shadows? Are we tracking the cards in shadows? So there is tunnels and Guildhall in shadows,
Skeleton
right?
Guildhall, yeah, but I don't know.
So just one mystery, right?
Yeah, and I don't see him coming back. It's not gonna be time anyhow.
Okay, I think he needs to Varys here. Unless he has a way to keep gold in the plot phase. Well, actually, he can bring out Guildhall and survive on 14 against those acolytes. Gonna kill Aaron, right? Yeah. Imagine if there's no ghosts of Harrenhal.
I mean,
And in standing we'll bring out the guild hall and draw with bowels again, right? Tunnels he brings out.
I mean, why not bring out both? No reason to waste, right?
Yes. Unless there's something that, I mean, unless there's a random PD prize now. And we have you win or you die. That's not the best plot. Into the Harris. So Aaron's gone anyway now. So I think Tarle and the Acolytes will survive. Tarle, Acolyte and Round got Fanatic survive. Those two Acolytes just gone, never triggered them.
What do you mean two? One was not Acolyte.
They're not two in play. All three were in play, right? No, one is still in the
No.
death pile. Okay, that's useful. Is he gonna kill this guy? I don't think he can now.
I mean, he can.
Yeah, but not to
Wait.
draw. Still no disciple. Has to surely marshal that Acolyte now. Yeah. And 2 gold left could marshal Drowned Prophet also.
I guess even though that kind of makes sense with the Naga's rib, but I kind of prefer exchange, I think.
Top card in the death pile is now Aaron for Oldwick. Not actually that useful, but you do resurrect him. Okay. What's that gonna put into hand? One of the Acolytes, makes sense. And now also red keep gold in the plot phase, guaranteed.
No, not guaranteed. You have to keep it, right?
Sure. Ooh.
Interesting. That's
that
a
will do stuff.
yeah. It's kind of hard though. Still, I think to get around. You have to call disciples all the time, but it can be awkward because they can come in many phases.
Is he gonna call Aaron? Or is he gonna call the Shadow guys? Calls Aaron. So that means Oldwick's not triggerable.
Makes sense. But yeah, again, I don't think there's time for all this stuff. Is there? Is there some power gain that can happen fast for Lenny?
No, it will happen through challenges. 15 minutes is a bit of time, but yeah. And
This is
this
like a
needs to be,
military.
yeah, this needs to be just stopped. Otherwise, it ruins everything already. I mean, there is a pretty easy way to stop it, to be fair.
It's gonna be mad and coming out of shadow, discards a card, have to kill something.
Now, what do you do? Do you take the opportunity to kill the Acolyte? Probably not with the cancels there. 2 cards in hand are going for reserve at the end.
I mean, one card is going right now for Cersei, right? Oh, Cersei's not in play, sorry. Sorry.
To also try to kill Drowned Prophet, but that's getting cancelled also. Yeah, the thing is he can, if he puts a different card on top of the death pile now, he can trigger Oldwick then. But what good does he do? He does trigger the Prophet. 23 cards left in the deck. There has to be a Drowned Disciple there.
It's not getting cancelled?
Priest of the Drowned God, still no Disciple. 22 cards left in the deck, and we know the bottom few because of the Harris, so I don't know. Did he put them in the deck?
I don't know.
I mean, he's winning really convincingly this game, and without Disciples. If there was one in rotation, would be over by now.
I did play one game like this when I played Round Gut, and I triggered two exchanges and like 4 or 5 of these search top 5 guys, and I didn't even see a single disciple. I thought I might have forgot to put it in play in the deck.
Oof, okay, everyone. Here's the chance for Sir Robert Strong to kill one Tarledup.
Is there another one of the ships coming out? I guess Shay stands, okay.
Would be quite
So
useful,
that's
right, on the Yuvin Redeye turn.
Yeah, I mean, not really, because they're going to that fire.
Oh, they do go back, yeah, you're right. Okay, then just get as much unopposed as you can here. Shay can
I mean,
probably
maybe
still
the
win
better.
against the shadow cards, which I think might just stay in shadow at this point.
I mean, they can come out for 0, right?
Or they kill something to come out.
Well, but no, has to be standing.
Does it?
Yes. We discussed that a lot. It always comes up.
No pinch. And it's 11-5, so Derek has been stuck on 11 for a while now.
I mean, sure, but you know, 10 minutes and Superduck is gaining like. I mean, only reason he gained some power now is because he did a big challenge. He could have kept everything standing and just defend everything. It would be just as good for him. I think even better, maybe like. There's maybe 2 rounds still to come. I don't see.
11-5, I think it's gonna be close now.
I mean, assuming no fist for close.
So
Yeah,
many opportunities to play that Fist for Crows if he had it.
I suppose so.
He can call now
He could
with no
have
Throne the Acolytes.
Red keep that also. Nagazrib.
Close call into Econ. That's Superduck's last plot now.
It's not the best last plot, I guess.
So he has Morgulis' removal if the plots turn out, and Harris. Everything else is just Econ.
That's the usual stuff for Lenny, right? But I don't think Morghulis is gonna be good because you want to have, you know.
Does he call Disciple? Ah, he calls Disciple. But that
Of
lets
course,
the
I think.
Acolytes come in.
Yeah, but I think it makes sense. Disciple is the thing that wins the game, right?
Uh,
Yeah,
I can understand his frustration a little bit. To be fair,
for
if he
sure,
loses this
yes.
game and hasn't seen a disciple in the first 40 cards, then that is
I mean, and
rough.
it's you have to understand, you have to just think about like it's not just the first 40 cards, it has the top five search again and again and again, right?
Yeah, but these guys come in now. They can be Drummonded away, or what was this called? Drummond, yeah, King's Landing Drummond, which there might be three in the deck.
Pretty good.
Does he
I
try
think
to
the one with
do
Kajal.
stuff with the shadow cards? He doesn't. Ooh. Has to play quickly though. He needs this game to go at least another round or two. Both players, by the way, drew almost an entire deck. I mean, it is round 7, but still, pretty impressive draw. Let's
I mean,
assume
so
Superduck has everything he needs now, pretty much.
yeah, I don't think that it can win a challenge here, but
What's the top character now?
Iron Island
Prophet.
Fishmonger.
Yeah, that doesn't have the trade though, so Prophet would come in if Old Vic triggered. Just goes for an immediate tunnels to maximize everything. And the big one goes along with the cudgel. Now we're not winning the
Makes sense.
challenge, so
But I don't know. The only thing that he has going now is Prize, I guess, is also giving him extra power. But
I mean
I
he
think,
has everything going, to be fair. If he can do
yeah, yeah,
two
but
more rounds, he's gonna win.
can he though? Because like,
He's gonna cancel both acolytes in the plot phase now if Wildfire is played. Okay, still do a power challenge, I think.
they need to play extremely fast
Have to do it to trigger
for him
Old
to
Vic, I
make.
think. Put Prophet in because oh, he's finished challenges. Because then that discourages military claim, I was gonna say.
I think his best option is to not do challenges and defend as much as possible. Then
Yeah, but has so
Super
many
Duck.
power icons.
Yes, but you know,
Acolyte goes again. Now do you cancel this? No. Needs the other cancels probably, assuming he's gonna do. Oof, she's back. He's gonna do the military. Does he
he wants
have?
Kajal gone.
Does he have pinch?
Does
Usually
it help now?
there would be one pinch in the deck.
Oof.
Oof.
Okay.
They're not gonna play another 2 rounds. They're gonna play exactly one more round after this.
Yeah, which I don't think is enough, but
Yeah,
maybe.
I think Superduck has it now. He's gonna cancel the power gain, he's gonna call Disciple, and that's it. He's gonna do another one of these big challenges phases.
Yeah, but if he has only, he's gonna be. I guess they're still unopposed military. Yeah, maybe. It's gonna be 11, assuming he has dominance for sure. It's gonna be 11, 8, 11, 9 with prize. So maybe, yeah.
Oof, and just puts a single one there. But no penalty.
That's a bit risky, I mean.
Are we gonna see any clever feint? How many of those are gone, by the way?
Only one was played.
We might see that, otherwise... I mean, I'm sure one of Derek's last plots is still Morgulis. Which kills a lot, yeah, but if you play that into an econ plot, that's hopeless, so...
I feel so much anxiety for this.
Superduck
Disconnections
has to
too close.
reconnect because he has to get into another round. This time he
Yeah.
cancels the Prophet.
Yeah, I mean, if you have Throne in play, then the only way for the Prophet to get in is through that pile.
Hmm.
Gain 2 gold, bring tunnels out, draw a card.
He has to keep the gold, I think, in the plot phase. He's gonna gain 2 gold here, I think. Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, he probably has most things that exist in the deck.
Yeah. Well, what has Derek got left?
Feast for crows.
Could have, oh, okay.
Oof, okay, nice. I
Taking the
mean,
risk on that. I was gonna say he could have, I know he doesn't, but City Besieged to nil Nope Throne. That would give him some kind of chance.
I don't think that was really gonna be the best.
No, it's game losing, but I think everything is at this point. Could have tried to Harris if he has it. To be fair, also should have had Fist for Crows in the deck, but clearly doesn't, so. Well, he lets him get 1 power. Maybe through
Maybe it's due
disconnecting.
to the disconnection, yeah.
Or maybe he just gains it anyway. I mean, that could make a difference. Assuming Superduck wins power and loses dominance, that's still a bit too close for comfort. But he keeps the threat, keeps standing. Nefarious Acolyte. Okay, just goes through shadows because clearly there is no barring. That could have blanked cast me forth in theory. And draws. Maybe he doesn't have everything he needs. What do you call now? 2 cards top decked. Disciple, it's a pretty safe bet still, yeah.
Big nightmares would be game.
Nightmares on what?
Tarle? I mean, there's only 2 cards in hand.
Oh, yeah. One of them wasn't Disciple. What's the other?
I mean, with Naga's Rips, he's gonna end up on 12 anyway.
Yeah.
Superduck needs to get at least one unopposed.
Yeah,
Actually, two.
why didn't he cancel that second Acolyte? You know, it'd be short here. Okay, but Derek finishes marshalling, so keeps 4. Okay, there's stuff in shadows. Could have instead played the 2 Acolytes. Like, now just everything comes in. So what's that? Robert Strong
I mean,
still
I'm not
alive.
sure because, like, okay, that's pretty good.
Think he should be able to get unopposed military.
Yeah, but he also needs unopposed intrigue. Or power, whatever.
And he only really has 2 cancels here. And stuff that needs cancelling is still any kind of Acolyte trigger. Old Wick is dangerous. There's the new Disciple guy that... what does he do exactly? Okay, this guy is coming in also.
Well, you should have to cancel this one if you wanted to get unopposed.
He has Robert Strong in shadows.
Yeah, but you need to do that on intrigue, probably.
Derek passes.
Yes.
At this point also, I think he probably has the second clever feint. Doesn't trigger his gold roads. Okay, this one first. Well, is there any hope trying to stop it? I don't think there is. But you do have 2 shadow cards. So just a power monocon he wants to put into play. Only 1 red keep left. Okay, doesn't do it. Have to cancel probably the proselyte trying to kill it. Or the power gain. But now it's not in play anyway.
I feel like if you cancel that, one acolyte in the blood phase, he would have been fine.
Okay, so if he wins this power challenge, which he should, it's gonna be 11-11, and then Derek will get 1 for dominance, which cannot really be stopped in any meaningful way. So, well, defends with 1. Needs to squeeze another unopposed in, but still Derek wins on cards in deck, right? Is the last card the
Yes.
reason? Hands Judgment. If he plays 1, he might play 2. Yeah. Nice try though. Okay, so he's gonna squeeze 1 unopposed here. Can he get another one? clever feint into Robert should be possible. I think should have maybe just put all the defenders in or 2 defenders in.
But then you get unopposed.
Yeah, but this is the one
from
challenge
everyone.
where you wouldn't really get unopposed otherwise, right? Because you can't really remove Tarle or whatever. But now military can be unopposed, and then you have stealth on Penny still. Just see
Let's
that.
see.
Clever feint, yeah. That's all he needs, I think.
Yeah, I think that's enough now.
I mean, hands judgment for that reason. But yeah, if you put an extra power character into that one to defend, then Intrigue would be unopposed with Penny.
Yeah, with Penny. Penny still, that's what I mean.
Or actually, I mean, there's still the proselyte. But now it doesn't matter. Okay, any more power gain in a surprising quick way for Derek? Why not just bring the guild hall out here? Just in case. If they played another round, would be prized, and I think that's then game for sure anyway. Yeah, I feel bad for Derek. I mean, so even the 2 cards he top decked were not Disciple.
Yes.
Now he can tell us if he put them in. He's looking at his deck. Yeah. I mean, if that was in play early on when he got to 11, 12, couldn't have been stopped. Have to throw all the cancels into that, I mean, and still wouldn't be enough. Because then he would concede power in other ways that Red Keep was stopping, so. But, yeah. Could have had Fist for Crows. I don't think Superduck had a way to stop that. Even Trade Routes doesn't beat it into big Naga's ribs. And it's
Yeah,
3
I don't
power
think.
that can be blocked.
I think Fist for Crows would have won it.
Also tried so hard to kill those prophets to try to find Disciple, which at the time seemed fine, but if those kills were Acolyte and then Acolyte comes back into play, I think might have squeezed that one extra power that is now missing.
Yeah, maybe.
He had ways to get them into play. I wonder what. Oh, the guy from Shadows. Although it's cancelable also. Okay. So, I don't have the Jousting Pavilion open to show you, but this is the end of Season 17 with Superduck as the champion. Surprise, surprise. He also only got in this top 8 cut at the very last moment in the final 8 event. And managed to win yet another one. He was in danger of losing his top spot in pavilion points in a few months. I think in April he loses enough points to drop down, but there's some more points coming in, so he is back in business.
Is he really? He has so many.
Yeah, but I mean they have to come off at some point, right? If you look at just the last year. Yes, so that's it for Friendly Open for a while. This has been season 17, unless I've forgot that we started another one in the meantime. But I think this is 17, right? And next one should come up after New Year at some point. We have the agenda event and we have the Seven Kingdoms, so probably won't be too many friendly opens coming up in the very near future. I think the calendar is quite crowded at this point, but maybe we start that at some point, because there is also now the new some of the new cards coming in that were not legal for the hands tourney last week. So if people want to play with the new cards, we can do some events. And the last pack of the cycle should also be out soon, because it's already December and supposed to be all out this year. So it will be won't be too long, I think. So we'll see. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. It was pretty dramatic in the end, and try to get it uploaded soon. So thank you for watching and see you next time.
Bye bye.